Welcome back to Basic Stitches. I'm Jordan, and on Instagram I'm at Crafts by the Nickel.
And I'm Jamie, and on Instagram I'm JamieXStitch.
We wanted to say thank you to everyone for all of the warm welcome that we've received, all the likes, comments, and subscribers.
There was a couple ladies I want to thank. That was Lady Tooth Doc and Diary of a Stitcher. They both commented that we look more like sisters than mother and daughter. Can't thank you enough. Makes me feel good.
We also received some questions. Angel's Craft World asked what floss storage container we have. The brand is Creative Options. We got them at Michael's, but she said she'd also seen them at Hobby Lobby. A few people have said how lucky we are to have so many family members that stitch with us, and we're very excited that we do too. It makes it a lot of fun. My sister Abby said that she would join us for an episode to show off her cross stitch that she's working on. It's a Harry Potter themed one. And my Aunt Jenilyn and my grandma are undecided. Betty asked about the frame for the Hello Autumn finish. It's actually a chalkboard that she got from Hobby Lobby.
Yep. There's a whole aisle that has different size chalkboards and styles, and it was in that aisle. I want to do a couple of shout outs to people that I've been watching on Flosstube. I've actually been watching Flosstube for a couple years now, this Thanksgiving. And there's multiple I've watched, and each week I'll just shout out a couple. The first one right now that I watch every episode, and she puts out a couple a week, is Off the Grid Needlearts. Her name's Caroline, and she is hilarious. I love watching her videos and all the stitching she does. She does a Friday stitch with me as well, and I've enjoyed watching that. Quilting Stitcher, Nancy, she's just north of us in Idaho. We've enjoyed her videos. And Little Yellow House Crafts, Nell. Always enjoy her videos. I'm glad that she's back filming more. There for a while she took a break. And congratulations to her for being pregnant with her third boy.
And then we also wanted to give a shout out to Courtneyecr. She did a tutorial on sewing fabric onto rods for scroll frames to then sew your fabric to make it roll better, which I've done with my caterpillar cross stitch. So I'll show that when we do our whips.
Which, do you want to do that now?
Which is right now.
That works.
So I haven't worked a ton on my projects. I've worked on the caterpillar a little bit, and then you can see where I've sewn the fabric onto the rods up there. I did a lot of work on him the first couple days after we did our video, and then I haven't touched him for a little over a week. But I love the Krennic. There's some Krennic here in his hat, on the pipe of the hookah, and a lot on the hookah in his shoes. And I talked about it a little bit in the last episode, but it's my first time working with it, and I really love the personality that it gives to it and just the different dimension of style that it gives to the project. And I love how bright and everything the colors are. This is from Brooke's Books. We got the pattern on Etsy.
It was we bought the digital download.
Yeah.
So, you want me to do mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So last time I showed you the Spirit of Christmas. That's what I've been working on. And last time I was just doing the tree and the house right here. And since then, I've done this side, and then you'll see I've had to move my scroll frame. So the house is actually all the way up here, and I've done the words here and starting on the wreath. I'm really trying to get this done before Christmas. I'd like to get it FFO'd and hanging and decorating for the holiday. And I didn't bother taking it off my Lowry stand.
She's actually surpassed me because I haven't been working on it a ton. I've just barely gotten the words done here, and I did rechart the T on 2, I don't remember where it was, to have, I think, to make it a capital because it's the beginning of a sentence. So I did that, and then I've done these words. And I have a little bit left. I really want to get mine done before Christmas too.
One thing I forgot to mention is right here is this box is actually supposed to have a button in it. We decided not to do the buttons and bead embellishment set. So we just added one of these little diamond decorations in the middle. Jordan was even talking about doing...
I want to do one of the little blue
There's a little blue snowflake type thing, and she was going to do that there instead. We're just kind of editing a little bit to our own liking. But
the reason I haven't made much progress on my stitching is because I've actually been crocheting. I am making a large crocheted Anna doll for my daughter. So I've been working on this a lot. Do you have the pictures on your phone that I sent you?
I can look them up.
I'm making Anna and Elsa for my daughter, Lacey, because she's obsessed. And then for my son, I'm making Batman and Robin. These patterns are from Made by Mary. She has a shop on Ravelry, and these are actually free patterns. But they're super easy to read, and they're good sized dolls, and I'm really excited. I think my kids are going to love them.
They will. Okay. That's all I worked on as far as stitching. Life happened, got in the way.
Holidays and Black Friday shopping, which we were excited to participate in.
So we do have some haul that we've got. Let's see, I've got in the mail the Forest Snowfall. Ordered that from Down Sunshine Lane. And we've actually even got the fabric that we chose to do it on, which is 16 count touch of gray, Ada.
I think the brand was Wilchit. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Witchelt.
Witchelt. Or was it Zweigart?
I wrote down Witchelt.
Okay. Oh, that's pattern. And then I also got the Hometown Holidays Grandma's House from Down Sunshine Lane. And we've decided which one we're going to do, which fabric we're going to do those on as well. And we've chose 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha. We think we were debating between doing the latte and the mocha. I don't know if you can see the color difference.
The mocha is just a little bit darker.
And we think the ecru will stand out a little bit better on the mocha. So that's what we're going to do those on. Oh, and when I ordered a bunch of fabric from 123 Stitch, I also ordered the Hometown Holidays, the Tree Lot. So we got that pattern. Do that one. And I went, let's see, well, yeah. I also got 16 count French lace, just I wanted to see what the color was, and I really like it. It's a really good, we'll call it a grayish. It's a beige, but a gray at the same time. So.
Yeah.
But I went shopping with my mom and sister and sister-in-law. Had a little bit of a girls' day. And we went to Gardner Village, which is in Draper, I think, or South Jordan. No, it's not Draper. It's in South Jordan, Utah. Anyway, and Gardner Village has a bunch of little homes, and each home is a different type of shop, and they're just cute little shops. Anyway, and one of them is called Pine Needle, and it is a quilting and needle art store. And I bought this pattern, and I absolutely am in love with it.
It's so cute.
They had the display there, and it was on the 32 count lamb's wool Lugana, and it was beautiful. I love it. It's just 4x6 is the size when it's finished, and this one is for December. It's All Holy Night, and it's the nativity scene. So that is, I'm hurrying to get this Spirit of Christmas done by Lizzie Kate so that I can start this, which I have got the lamb's wool color, but I did the 16 count Ada instead of the 32 count linen. and I'm going to start that one. I really am tempted to buy all these patterns because they were all really cute.
We've both been really into the seasonal decorating stuff.
The brand is Pine Mountain Designs, and when I googled them, because I didn't know about them, they're actually out of Draper, Utah, and they actually are the Pine Mountain is the pine needle store, so they're carrying their own product in there. So I thought that was cool. And you can get these patterns on 1-2-3 Stitch. They're super cute.
There are multiple for December. There's one that has the nativity scene. Mm-hmm. And then there's another one that has the Santa and I think a reindeer and stuff. Yeah. And then there's for all the seasons. I stayed on 1-2-3 Stitch really late one night and was looking at all of them.
While I was there, let's see, and the needle artwork is by Sandra Workman. I also got this one. It came as kind of a kit, and it's the Winter Typography, and this is a linen kit. I don't know if you can see that. I just thought that was a really cute winter pattern, and then this is the piece of linen that come with it. And I've never actually stitched on linen before, and I'm going to try it, and it will be an experience.
I don't think I've ever stitched on anything besides Ada.
Yeah.
So I'm a little scared to try to move on to anything else.
I also have this frame I got from Hobby Lobby. And I think I'm going to, because it's a 4x6, and this is also a 4x6. So I think I'll make these and put it on this frame to change them out. That's the plan.
That'll be cute. So yesterday, Saturday, we went to Joann's at 7 o'clock in the morning with all the other crazy crafters, and they had embroidery floss DMC on sale for 33 cents a skein instead of 52. So we both kitted up several projects. I got everything that I needed left for autumn and winter and summer by the Cricut Collection, Vicki Hastings.
Here's the winter.
I went into this prepared because I was on a budget and had written down the floss that I had, and so that I could get just what I needed. She didn't as much.
I did not go into it prepared.
Everything.
We just bought it all. This is my summer floss that I needed. Well, all the floss. And this is the winter.
And she also got it for my mom, or my grandma, her mom, and my aunt.
Yeah, so we can all continue to do them together. So we were getting 3 skeins of all of these, plus the ones Jordan needed. And our cart was so full.
She actually had to do 2 full transactions because she had so many items.
Yeah, and then I also kitted up I say DoNa stitch. Jordan always says DoNa stitch.
We don't actually know which way to say it.
But it's off of Etsy, and this is the Tangled. Probably 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
She had a sale, and we bought them all. It was a big set.
It was a 20% off sale, and then it was the full set of all 10 princess patterns.
Yeah, and so, but Tangled is the one I want to start with. And I got all of the floss, the DMC, for the Tangled, or Rapunzel.
And I am starting with Alice in Wonderland. We actually bought it because I got on and I saw that she had released the Alice pattern, and it was on sale, and I was like, we have to get these. So we did. And these call for 14 count fabric, and they are 16 by 18 when done on that. And we decided that we want to do a lot of them, but we don't want them to all be that big. So we're going to do them on 25 count fabric. And it'll end up being 9 by 10 about inches. But then I also got all the bright colored floss that I need for that. And I love how bright the pattern is.
And I've got my Lugana fabric to start it. I don't know when I'm going to start it. Probably not till the new year. I want to get some of my Christmas stitching done. I also have the 3 different winter stitches to do, which is the Jordan's Hello Winter, which is like the Hello Autumn I put up in the last video. Let's see. And then there was also this winter one and the Forest Snowfall. So those are 3.
And the Nativity.
Well, that's Christmas. I thought I had another. I can't remember right now. I'm forgetful. So, anyway, the Tangled for me will probably wait till the new year.
And then we're really tempted to also get everything we needed for Frozen. But we didn't. We restrained ourselves.
Yeah.
But the blues on this, and I don't know what it is about the DMC blues. Like, blue is not my favorite color. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I look at all of the different blues that DMC has, and they're just all so pretty. And so it was really tempting to gather everything we needed for this too.
And Mika, Darling Bluebell, is doing the Frozen one right now, and I love watching the progress just because it's beautiful. I love those colors. We also went to Michael's because we bought out some of the colors of Joann's, and we needed more.
Some others.
And then some were gone, so we had to go over to Michael's. And we found this little frame. It was in a $1 bin.
Yeah, they were $1 for these little clip frames.
And it fits a 4x6. No, it's 8 by 8 inches.
And fits a 6
by 6. And they're just the raw wood, so you can paint it any color you want. And then it has a little peg that you put in a hole to stand it up. But I might even attach this onto another frame or do something fun with it. I don't know. But I thought
Priscillify?
Priscillify. Yeah, it's the new hashtag. Do something kind of fun with it. But for $1.
Yeah, I saw them and I was like, we need them.
Yeah.
It's $1.
That was a fun one. Should we show our older?
Yeah. Do you want to do yours first?
Okay, mine, I'm almost embarrassed to admit how long I've been working on this project. Let's see, we moved into this house 12 years ago, so I've been working on this for probably 13 years.
I don't remember a time when she wasn't working on it.
And
but I was
I'm not
10
even
when
halfway
she
done. Yeah, but I love it. It is Boys, Bears, and Friends. And it's Grenville and Beatrice, True Love. And if you can see the statue down here in the corner, that statue was my wedding cake topper, top of my wedding cake. And this April we'll have been married for 20 years. So I probably ought to get this done. And I have so many projects, I don't know when I'll get this done. I kind of got burned out on it though, because when I was working on it, it's big. I was doing the True Love up at the top, and it takes, I can't remember what it called for the gold thread, and it was horrible. It was like plastic, and it would not go through, and so I stopped working on it and scrolled down and started going down on the sides, on the green. Actually, I was on this side. And I goofed up somewhere, and I have no idea where, so I'm going to have to kind of fudge it and just make it work and continue on. And I've also, for that gold, it was on the heart that's on the top of True Love. I have bought a gold Krennic to use instead of that stuff that it called for. I can't even remember the name. Oh, Glisten Gloss. Yeah. Not a fan. Maybe there's an easier way to use it that I don't know, but I wasn't a fan, so I'm just going to substitute it out for Krennic and start working on it. Hopefully. Yeah, it's my oldest whip, and I don't know when I'll be be finishing it either.
On my cake topper, I had a Precious Moments statue, and I keep waiting to see if they're going to release a cross-stitch pattern for it, because my Aunt Jenilyn, her sister, also had a Precious Moments statue that was her cake topper, and my grandma finished a huge cross-stitch for her of it, and I have emailed Precious Moments and asked them to make one, and nothing has ever come of it. But my mom and my aunt both have cross stitches of their cake toppers, so I wanted one and then haven't gotten one yet.
And there's one that was kind of similar that if all else fails.
Yeah, there was one that was a little bit different, but I decided to bring one of my first finishes, kind of. I have like one more before this because I have been really off and on again with cross stitching. This was a Dimensions kit called Live Simply. I got it when I was probably 15 or 16, I think.
Yeah.
And then I finished it after I got married, which was 4 years ago. And I matted it with just some scrapbook paper, so you can see my lines are really awful when I cut it and everything. And then I think the frame is from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It's just a solid black frame, and I don't have the tag on it or anything. But that was one of my first projects. I have one more that I'll dig out of my storage shed to show you all in a later episode.
And I have some more finishes I'll show on a different episode too. We'll just bring out little at a time. And I actually, for stitching as long as I don't have a ton of finishes because I have been off and on stitcher through the years. It's just been the last couple years that I've got back into it so much thanks to Flosstube. And I even just found Flosstube because I was working on Happy Everything. I showed that last week. Mm-hmm. And I was Googling, trying to search how to do French knots for the eyeballs that I still haven't done. And found my first Flosstube, and I've been hooked ever since. So.
And then I had one announcement that I was going to make, and that is on my Etsy shop where I sell cross-stitch patterns. I am currently having a 30% off sale for Shop Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday, and it runs through Monday at midnight. And it's 30% off of everything in the shop, no minimum purchase, and no coupon code required. So it's at craftsbythenickel.etsy.com.
Okay. Have you got anything else you want to show?
I think that's everything.
Okay.
I got some scissors. I don't have to use my nail scissors anymore that I've been using for my cross stitching, so that's exciting. But that's all.
Yeah, I think we're good. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Remember Jamie X Stitch on Instagram.
And Crafts by the Nickel on Instagram and Facebook.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.